Okay, so once again, the market failed to react. Today's reaction is very dangerous because it only reinforces the idea of a top signal over here, which we have been talking about in detail in this channel over the past few days. So now, in today's video, let's see what's happening right now, why is this so dangerous, what could possibly reject this bearish case, and much more. My name is Nathan. Welcome to the Finance Hydra channel, where we analyze the market every single day together. Every single day you receive unbiased, straightforward, and professional analysis. Now, let's start with the SPY ETF, which is going down. Okay, it is going, Nathan, it's only going down 0.09%. It is not much, right? It is not. But see, today's reaction is very problematic because we lost momentum this afternoon. We did try to react, okay? We tried to. Now we see an incredibly loss of momentum over here, making what seems to be on the 1 hour chart a head and shoulders chart pattern. One of the most obvious, one of the most powerful bearish reversal chart structures known in technical analysis. Now you may ask me, but Nathan, by seeing this reversal, will the market turn bearish? Not necessarily, because on the 1 hour chart we could see a reversal, but on the daily chart we are still above many support levels, including the 679 and this 21-day EMA. So by materializing this head and shoulders on the 1 hour chart, I see the SPY back to this support area over here, maybe near the 675 as well, closing this little gap over here. That's another possibility, because remember, gaps work as magnets for the price when trends reverse. So we may easily see the SPY correcting to this support area over here, and then we'll see, right? Then we'll see any bottom signal in this support level could be another buying opportunity. But if we see the SPY losing this support area, then okay, then we are gonna truly reverse the medium-term trend. Okay, not only the short-term trend, but the medium-term trend. Now, Nathan, what could possibly reject this bearish case of yours? The idea of a pullback on the daily chart. Could the SPY or other stocks avoid such correction? And the answer is yes, but we gotta pay attention to a few inflection points. For instance, right here on the SPY, let's say on the 1 hour chart, right? On the 1 hour chart, we see a few inflection points. In order for us to see the SPY triggering this head and shoulders, we gotta lose the neckline, okay, which is just around 682. Only by losing this neckline, we're gonna confirm the idea of a bearish reversal on the 1 hour chart. Okay, only by doing that. But Nathan, we are still above the 682. Okay, so there is still hope. That's why I'm telling you guys, there is still hope. I told you guys this yesterday, and I'm saying this again. There is still hope for another bullish reaction. In order for us to avoid this correction on the daily chart, we could see that happening. But what's the inflection point for that? Well, in this case, it's quite obvious right now. Yesterday I did mention the 686. Now I'm changing this inflection point. Is 685.38. This green line over here. Why are you changing this inflection point, Nathan? Because by breaking the 685, SPY is going to truly reject the idea of a head and shoulders. Up until today, right now, we had no head and shoulders on the SPY ETF, okay? So that was our first inflection point, which was the rejection point of yesterday's high. Okay, now, since we have this head and shoulders on the 1 hour chart, we gotta reject this second shoulder over here. Only then we may avoid the idea of a head and shoulders, and then we're gonna avoid a sharper correction. Okay, so this is the inflection point for you. Let's say you are bullish on the SPY. 685 is the key point. You wanna see SPY breaking so we can turn bullish again. Nathan, I'm bearish, or I wanna see the SPY correcting a little bit more. 682, that's the support level you want to see SPY losing, so we can see a sharper correction on the daily chart back to this support area over here near the 21-day EMA, near the 675. Nathan, in your humble opinion, what you prefer to see happening next? What I prefer, and I'm not saying this is gonna happen, okay, I'm saying that I would prefer to see happening, would be the loss of the 682. Why? Because since we are still bullish, any pullback to this support level could be another buying opportunity. Okay, so we may have another opportunity as long as we see the SPY maintaining the uptrend above the 21-day EMA, above the 675. Okay, any pullback could be another buying opportunity. Why? Because we're gonna buy near support levels with a good risk-reward ratio. Nathan, what if you are wrong? That's not a problem. If we are wrong, we're gonna lose a little bit. If we are right, we can maximize our profits by nailing a phenomenal bottom signal all the way up to our next resistance levels. So that's how I see, okay? We are just, as a professional trader, we must be probability managers, okay, risk managers. All right, so that's how I see the SPY right now. Very simple situation. I would not buy far away from our support levels, but I would not sell while we are bullish, maintaining the uptrend. So I do not see nothing interesting. There is absolutely nothing interesting right now on the SPY. I see many other opportunities in individual stocks, but the SPY, QQQ, they are not there yet, okay? Similarly, we see the QQQ trying to make a pullback, approaching our support levels, but we are making a bullish candle today. Unlike the SPY, which is actually down, QQQ is up 0.12%. We also see the idea of a head and shoulders, right? Yesterday, I told you guys that we saw a double top as well, okay? But guys, we are still above the 21-hour EMA. Although we see a few bearish reversal chart patterns like the double top, like the head and shoulders, in the lack of confirmation, we can't see a real pullback yet. Now let me move our inflection point to this support area, 621. If we see the SPY, I'm so sorry, we are talking about the QQQ. If we see the QQQ losing the 621 again, okay, then I'll be more convinced about a sharper pullback to the 613 near this 21-day EMA, right? That would be the ideal if you ask me. Any pullback would be great. We may see many other tech stocks near their support levels, making clear bottom signals with good risk-reward ratio. Many tech stocks like Tesla, Palantir, etc. So they would all perform very well if we see that happening. But it is not happening right now, so there is no, we can't possibly predict the future, okay? So there is no reason to worry to worry ourselves in this context, okay? Let's wait for a clear breakdown or breakout, because as far as I know, if we see the rejection of this head and shoulders like we see on the SPY ETF, which in this case is the 625, if we see an upwards breakout of this key point, okay, QQQ will possibly, most likely, resume the bullish bias. It is going to reject the idea of a head and shoulders, okay, so it is going to perform very well. But right now, there is no clear breakout yet, so wait for a breakout, all right? Now, if you ask me, I would not buy QQQ even if we see an upwards breakout, because I prefer to buy other stocks that look more discounted, okay, near their support levels. And we see many stocks like this over here, okay? For instance, we have Nvidia, which is going up nicely, not today, okay? But yesterday, we saw Nvidia going up 1.72%, breaking this triple resistance level made by the 184, the 21-day EMA. It is looking great, okay? It is simply looking great. On the 1-hour chart, we see the confirmation of this ascending triangle. Maybe you may say, Nathan, we had an inverted head and shoulders as well, right? Now we triggered this head and shoulders. Okay, you are totally correct. Either way, we see many bullish technical evidence supporting the idea of a bullish case, okay, of another rally on Nvidia. Now we are back to our support levels, moving sideways near this purple trend line, approaching the 21-day EMA, near the 184. This key point now is a technical support level. So we gotta see Nvidia reacting as soon as possible, okay? If we see any bottom signal in this area, amazing. Nvidia is supposed to seek higher levels. Our bullish case will be only reinforced by this reaction. In this case, I see the 196 as our next technical target. Now, but Nathan, what if tomorrow we see a very ugly bearish candle losing this 184, losing yesterday's low? Then maybe we will have to rethink our strategy and wonder if that's a real bull trap or not, okay? Because it could be a bull trap, okay? We don't know, all right? Remember, we gotta work with uncertainty every single day. That's not a problem. As long as you have a strategy, as long as you know how to mitigate losses and maximize profits, and as long as you have a clear edge on the market, okay, amazing. There is nothing to worry. Okay, bull traps, bear traps, they're not gonna harm us over here because we know that we have a method that we can follow, that we can rely on. And in this case, I see Nvidia as a promising stock, but I do understand it is a risky stock right now. Especially because we see many news, right? Yesterday you told me, okay, Nathan, Nvidia is going up because Trump lifted China's restrictions, etc. Okay, that's phenomenal, okay? That's a very good thing, but hardly that's gonna actually change the trend, okay? For swing trading purposes, that's irrelevant, okay? It is good to know, of course, but that's irrelevant, okay? It is important to know, okay? So I thank you for sharing this information with me, okay? I was not aware, okay? Because guys, I was working, I was doing many stuff, and then I recorded our video yesterday after finishing my work. So I had no time to read the news as I always do. Okay, so that's why I asked you about Nvidia, and right now we see another bearish candle, but we are respecting our support levels. So okay, so far so good. All right, we are not rejecting the bullish case yet. If we do, all right, maybe we're gonna see another collapse back to the 165. Okay, yes, that's very nice. But right now, if you ask me, in the absence of a crystal clear, ugly bearish reaction, yes, Nvidia has everything to retest the 196 again. Okay, we'll see tomorrow, all right? Tomorrow is a new day. I'll be here as usual, all right? Because we are here every single day analyzing the market together. So subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Click on the like button to support me as well. Because you know, our content is extremely delicate, but we always analyze the market so thoroughly every single day that you know you are not gonna be totally you can't be unprepared by watching our videos. Okay, so in this channel I try to prepare you guys to whatever comes next. Okay, designing good strategies. Is the market going down? Is the market going up? It doesn't matter. We have strategies for every single possible scenario. We work calmly, without stress, fear, or emotions, okay, as professional traders. So follow me if you want to keep in touch with our daily analysis. Now we see Tesla making the bottom signal we wanted, because we see Tesla reacting right above the 439, which I did warn you guys about, okay? We have been talking about the 439 even before the loss of this key point in November, okay? I did warn you guys about this head and shoulders. All right, this head and shoulders, and then we lost it. Okay, amazing, phenomenal. Then we saw a double bottom. Now we are making a pullback to our support level, making a bullish reaction. This reaction has a name. It is a piercing line candle pattern, which is more often than not a bullish reversal candle structure. Okay? Now, by reversing this pullback over here, Tesla could easily retest the 470 again. Okay, easily retest. What's the catch? Well, we gotta trigger this bottom signal first, okay? On the 1 hour chart, we see a possible bullish pivot point. So that's an idea. Okay, if we see Tesla confirming this bottom signal tomorrow, today we see a good reaction already, okay? But if we see more confirmation tomorrow, well, that's it. Tesla will probably retest the 470s again. Not an advice, I'm not recommending Tesla. If you ask me, we are not buying Tesla right now. Okay, I'm not recommending to buy Tesla. Our group on our Telegram channel, I am not giving you guys any signal in Tesla right now, but I do understand it could be a good stock to trade. Okay, I have other stocks in mind that are looking better, which, by the way, this reminds me, join our Telegram channel if you want to trade with me, because there I give you guys signals, strategies, entry points. I set the stop loss and the target for every single trade, and I share our signals every single day on our Telegram channel. Okay, we are helping literally hundreds of traders to trade with peace of mind, calmly, no stress, no emotions, relying on a consistently profitable trading methodology. We have traders all around the world learning how to make money consistently in the market, no fear or stress. Okay, so join us over there if you want to trade with us. Every single week we do live streams together. Okay, I share my thoughts with you guys. You can talk to me as well. Okay, so it is always a pleasure to know our community, the members of our community. So you are invited to join our Telegram channel. The 5% project is totally free to try. Free trial, 7 days. You have nothing to lose. See for yourself if we can deliver some value to you or not. It is up to you. Okay, so the link is in this video's description. All right, take a look over there. I'm sure you can find valuable information over there. Okay, we are doing very well so far. Now, yes, Tesla looks good. Okay, I'm not saying it is not going to go up. It could easily go up in this context. Okay, but I confess, it is not my style. I have other stocks in mind, but this could be a phenomenal bottom signal all the way up to the 470. Okay, we just gotta see an upwards breakout of today's high to confirm a bullish pivot point on the 1 hour chart. By doing that, that's the final confirmation of a crystal clear bullish reversal on the 1 hour chart and a bottom signal on the daily chart above 439, above 21-day EMA. Okay, so that's how I see Tesla right now, looking very promising. It is pretty much like AMD, okay, or Lady Amy, right? Lady Amy is below the 21-day EMA still, right? It is still below the 21-day EMA. It is still below the 227 resistance level. So clearly, this area is very dangerous for Lady Amy. But if we see AMD breaking this key point, it could fly. It could simply fly very high. On the weekly chart, we are already retesting the 21 weekly moving average, okay? So it is totally normal to see AMD below the 21-day EMA, making a lower high, lower low over here because we are correcting on the weekly chart. But honestly, since we are making bottom signals above this support area, AMD looks very promising, okay? It is looking very promising. Nathan, what could possibly make AMD reject any bullish case over here? The loss of 230, okay? I'm so sorry, 213. I'm so sorry, 213, okay? This key point, if we see AMD losing it, don't you agree that we're gonna see a possible double top over here below many resistance levels? That could be the end, okay? In this case, well, we may retest the 200s or even lower levels, maybe to close this gap over here. So guys, I have been warning you guys in this channel over the past few days of the main inflection points in the market. We avoided many bear traps together, many bull traps together, because we simply understand how to use the inflection points to our advantage. And right now, I'm telling you guys, if we see a downwards breakout of the 213, it could get ugly for AMD. But what if we break this double resistance level? Then we may just resume the bullish bias on the weekly chart. Okay, we have many other resistance levels to aim at right now. So yes, AMD could simply recover and turn bullish again. But like SPY, like QQQ and other stocks, we see AMD trading inside a range, okay? Only a breakout of one of these two inflection points could bring something new. For now, there is no clear breakout yet, so hey, let's wait for confirmation. That's the difference between gamblers and traders. Gamblers, they like to trade without confirmation. Traders, professional traders, wait for confirmation, even if that means that they are going to sacrifice part of their gains, okay? Because we are not focusing on nailing the very bottom or the very top. We just want to make money consistently, okay? No, again, no stress, no predicting, no fear. Which, by the way, reminds me, if you want to avoid the fear of missing out, the fear of leaving money on the table, the fear of being wrong, okay, the fear of losing money, watch my video about the 4 primary trading fears, okay? It is one of the most important videos that I ever recorded in this channel. It is extremely important for you to learn how to trade without fear, because the moment you let your emotions to disturb your trading ideas, your trading plan, you are totally screwed. Okay, so trust me, learn how to trade without fear. Learn the psychological mechanisms that work against you. Okay, so watch this video. It is here on this channel totally for free, okay? Free to watch. Watch my masterclass as well. I have a few videos on that topic, so I really recommend, okay? Take a look in this channel, all right? Now, Palantir, it's going up, but it is not that up, okay? Today's candle is totally pathetic. Why, Nathan? Because we are not breaking yesterday's high, we are not breaking yesterday's low, and by the way, yesterday's candle was very small as well, okay? It was a small candle. Today it is even smaller. Now, when we zoom in and look at the 1 hour chart, we see just a correction, okay? Nathan, that's a bullish pennant chart pattern, right? A possible flag, I don't know, it could be. It's a double top, it could be. We don't know, okay? How can we possibly tell? Only after a breakout. If we see a breakdown of the 179, you know, it's gonna be a double top. In this case, Palantir will possibly trigger a pullback to our next support level, near the 21-day MA, near the 175. If we don't, and if we break yesterday's high, rejecting the idea of a top signal, again, 194 is our next technical target. Even if we see pullback to this support level, that's okay. The uptrend is still intact. Only if we see the loss of this double support level, we are gonna see Palantir technically turning bearish. For now, as long as we stay above our support levels, no pullback, no reversal is supposed to happen. If we see a pullback is a possible buying opportunity. Okay, so Palantir is one of the stocks that I have on my radar right now because it could be a very promising stock. But we gotta see the right reaction, okay? We gotta see a good bottom signal near our support levels first. Only then we may buy Palantir. Either way, I'm gonna keep you guys updated on this channel every single day, so subscribe, join the Finance Hydra channel for daily, unbiased, professional, straightforward analysis of the market, always describing the main inflection points you should watch every single day. every single day. We're gonna be here to keep you guys updated, and join the 5% project. Join our Telegram channel if you wanna trade with me. Thank you so much for your audience, my dear friends. Stay safe. See you guys tomorrow as usual. Bye bye.